Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're focusing on just one piece of source material.
Yeah, single transcript. It's titled, let me see, Excerpts from Conversation with a Friend or Accomplice of Ghazala Din the Scammer. The person is doing her best not to speak to me. M4A?
Quite a title.
It is. And the conversation itself is, well, pretty intense. It features a caller, Ned, trying to reach someone named Andrew Bella.
Right.
And our mission, really, for this deep dive is to sort of unpack what's going on in this very short call. Specifically, how Ned tries to get information about alleged scamming.
And how Andrew Bella just shuts it down very carefully. He gives almost nothing away.
Exactly. It's all about those non-committal replies. Okay, let's jump in.
So what hits you first is how Ned immediately runs into a wall. He asks for Andrew Bella.
Yeah.
And the person answering just fires back, who's calling? Very direct.
Mm. And Ned tries to sidestep that, doesn't he? Saying he'd rather talk to Andrew about it. Which, probably makes the other person even more suspicious, right? It kind of signals this is sensitive without saying why.
Totally. It sets that guarded tone right from the beginning. So Ned does eventually get Andrew on the phone.
He does.
And he doesn't, ease into it. He goes straight for the jugular, basically, talking about Ghazala Din.
Yeah, brings her up immediately. Says a lot of people have done some investments with her, and she's scamming. That's a heavy accusation to just drop.
It really is. So how does Andrew react to that?
Well, his first move is interesting. Hearing the name Ghazala Din, he immediately asks, who am I speaking to? Sorry.
Right, back to asking who's calling.
Exactly. It's not just politeness, though. It feels strategic. Like he needs to know who he's dealing with before he says anything about Ghazala. It puts the pressure back on Ned.
And Ned gives his name then. But Andrew's response after that, that's where the real stonewalling starts, I think.
Oh, absolutely. He says something like, you know what it is. I don't know who I'm speaking to. I feel it's almost like I wouldn't say anything good or bad. Like, I don't know who you are. Yes, you understand where I'm coming from.
That's quite a mouthful, just to say, I'm not talking.
It is, but it's clever, isn't it? It's like a disqualification tactic.
Yeah.
By hammering on, I don't know who I'm speaking to, he's basically saying, you have no right to ask me this.
Yeah, questioning Ned's standing, without actually denying the scamming itself.
Precisely. Avoids confirming or denying anything. He just shuts down that line of inquiry by saying, you're a stranger to me.
But Ned doesn't really back down, does he? He keeps pushing.
No, he doubles down. He throws out more details. She did these investments, claiming she'd done them for over 5 years, how a lot of us started investing.
He even asks Andrew directly, is she scamming you as well? Did you do investments with her? Trying to get some kind of reaction, any reaction.
He even mentions the timeline. In 2021, she stopped giving people money and started to claim that, well, this is the issue, that's the issue. Laying it all out there.
Very direct. And Andrew's response, more deflection.
Total deflection. But a really smooth one this time. He completely ignores the scam details and shifts focus. He says, I'm also know it's because you're ringing me at work. I'm with a client at the minute. Is there any chance I could call you back?
The I'm busy at work escape hatch. Classic.
Textbook, really.
Yeah.
Plausible, polite, ends the conversation immediately, and that promise to call back after 3.3.
Yeah, puts the control back in Andrew's court, doesn't it? Whether that call ever actually happens or not. Yeah. It's a very effective exit.
So looking back at this whole exchange, this deep dive really shows, that push and pull, Ned's being really aggressive, trying to force information out.
Yeah, using accusations, direct questions about Ghazala, the money.
And Andrew just counters with this, layered defense. First vetting, then the I don't know you disqualification, and finally the polite I'm busy exit. He just refuses to engage on Ned's terms.
It's a stark contrast. Ned wants answers. Andrew offers, politeness and plausible deniability.
Exactly. He never really confirms or denies anything about Ghazala or the investments.
This call, brief as it is, really highlights how tricky these conversations can be, especially when there's zero trust and, maybe hidden loyalties involved.
Definitely.
And for you listening, it makes you think, doesn't it? How often in just regular life, getting a clear picture is, it's hard. People protect themselves, or maybe they protect others.
Mm-hmm. Words are chosen very carefully.
Right. So maybe think about this. How much are unspoken things like maybe fear or just self-preservation shaping the conversations you have or overhear? What's not being said, something to mull over?